Hello and namaste everyone and welcome back to my channel. So first of all please subscribe गर्नु होला किनकि हाम्रो 25k पुर्याउने टार्गेट रहेको छ र आजको यो भिडियो रहेको छ PMGO मा T2k र Nepx Esports को इन्टरभ्युहरु रहेको छ त्यसको भिडियो तपाईहरुले अगाडि स्क्रिनमा हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ.
T2k BIPUL, we actually had a conversation earlier today and we spoke about how you kind of put this team together. Explain the process of that. How did you guys do it?
Thanks, Barney. This is a new team, in fact. We had to go through a roster shuffle because we failed to qualify for the last PMSL, even finals. We could not make it to the finals from the group stage, so there was a thought process going on exactly how to build a good team. And then, thankfully, we got a snatch of Rulz from DRS Gaming, who once took his team to #2 position in PMGC. You were there, 2022?
I was there.
Yeah, Indonesia. And then we got him as an ISL. Then we have another experienced player in the team, Horaa, famously known as Horaa. Now he has changed his IGN club, but he has played a couple of global events, including PMWI and PMGC for the other team. So we have two experienced players, and then we were searching for someone who had in them to prove themselves, a young gunpowder maybe. So we got Ignis and Azay, who are probably the best underdog player in Nepal currently. So this is how the team has formed.
That's awesome. I mean, like, you speak about how impressive these players are and how experienced they are. Talk to me about the play style. Do you have a generic play style that you guys just stick to no matter who you're up against, or do you kind of adapt to depending on who you're going up against?
I think the need of the hour is the ability to adapt according to the condition, because I think if you have a general play style, then that might not go right every time, because you have to play how the lobby plays. You have to dive into it and then accept how the other teams are playing as well. So we are more of thinking on how can we prepare ourselves more to study about the lobby well, and then maybe we can change the strategy according to the need of the hour.
I mean, we've also spoken quite quickly earlier as well about the popularity of the game. PUBG Mobile has had a surge in popularity in Nepal, and it's had such a great impact on you guys. How has it impacted you?
I think PUBG Mobile is one of the most popular sports in Nepal now, because traditionally football and cricket are two of the most popular. I would say from 2022 and DRS. After that, there has been a huge surge in the PUBG Mobile scenario as well. The esports player are as popular as other sports player. I mean, if someone like Rulz, he goes out to the market, then there will be 10 or 20 kids who would be waiting for him to take the selfie. So that has been a story, and it's an inspiration for everyone, because it's not just about participating in this competition. It's also about representing your country and sharing your story to them. In the popularity, and we hope it continues to go on.
Awesome. BIPUL, thank you so much for joining me. Best of luck for T2k for the prelims. We hope to see you in the main event. Back to you guys. Have a conversation with you about that, because early on in that one, you guys claimed a mountaintop, and once you get up there, you really can't get off. So you have to go up there with the resources and the loot that you already have and try to survive as long as you can. Did you have a good amount of resources, or did you just plan on getting up there and staying there till late game?
हामीले चाहिँ अर्ली अन हाई ग्राउन्ड लिइरहेको थियो, अनि हाई ग्राउन्ड लिइसके पछाडि धेरै बडी लुट्न पनि पाइदैन, जति रिसोर्सेस छ त्यतिमै खेल्नुपर्छ. सो हाई लिने बेलामा लुट थियो कि अलि डिफिकल्ट नै थियो लुट वाइज चाहिँ यो गेममा?
हामीसँग चाहिँ लुट अलि डिफिकल्ट नै थियो भनौँ न. अब छिटो लुटेर डाँडा च्यापौँ, किनकि रोटेसनहरू कट अफ गर्न सकिन्छ कि भनेको, बट जोन त्यहीँको त्यहीँ इन भएको कारणले चाहिँ हामीलाई अलि प्रेसर पर्यो भनौँ.
We took the hill early on because we thought that if the zone ships away, then we could be able to cut off the rotations, so that it did not give us much time to loot. So we were struggling through the resources, and then once the zone started coming into us, the same hill, it became pretty difficult because that was not in our plan.
We also had quite an important 3-1 split. Love was on an east side mountain as well. Was that just, I want to talk about the plan behind that. Was that just because you wanted him to get additional information or a separate angle onto where all the other teams were?
ब्लब चाहिँ 1-3 को स्प्लिटमा थियो हैन. ब्लब चाहिँ अलि साइडपट्टिको हिलमा होल्ड गरिरहेको थियो. सो त्यो हाम्रो प्लान नै हो साइडपट्टिको हिलमा लबलाई एडिसनल इन्फर्मेसनको लागि राख्ने कि के थियो?
हाम्रो प्लान नै हो. रोटेसन अब इन्फर्मेसन कलेक्ट गर्नको लागि चाहिँ हामीले छुट्टै खेलाएको थियौँ.
That's under our plan, because in such zone we try and keep one player in that hill as well, because we get additional info from there as well.
Okay, so it was mainly for the information. Rulz, thank you so much for joining me in this post-match interview. I really, really appreciate it. You guys are doing so well. Let's hope T2k can make their way into the main event. But for now, we're going to head back to the analyst to continue day one.
Yo caster चाहिँ मलाई हिरो लाग्छ. ओए इन्टरभ्यु आयो अर्को.
Welcome back to the front of stage.
Wait, अब यो भाइको इंग्लिश सुनौं न त ल. बोल्छ यो भाइले नि अस्ट्रेलिया बस्छ हैन?
First and foremost, want to ask you, talk to me about your role. Talk to me about how you approach the role of an analyst.
Thank you for that. First thing I do is just watch every game, watch every competitors and everyone who drops down near us and every places, and who is threat for us and who is really weak team. And the first thing we do is target the weak team. And after that, maybe in a
हल्का पिटीमा बोल्छ है भाइ चाहिँ
do analysis for how to fight with the good teams. That's how I do it.
Breaking it down, I like it. But you know what? It sounds simple, but it's often the simple things that people miss out on. Now, let's talk about confidence. How confident are your team that they're going to make it through to the main event?
They're pretty confident, to be honest. I didn't expect that much to be from them. Like, they're not here to just experience the game. They're here to win the game.
They're here to lift the trophy. ANZYX, thank you so much for joining me in this interview.
sound
I
ठुलो
really
बनाउँदै
hope the
थियो
best
केटाहरूले।
for you and your team.
Sound ठुलो
Right
बनाउनु
now,
बनाउँदै
let's get back into
सक्यो
the
यार।
सुन न यो भाइ त खेलाडी पनि होइन
पहिला
पहिला खेलाडी हो नि भाइ गोजाको एनसिक्स होइन त यो भाइ
यो भाइ सुरु नहुँदै खतम भयो क्या यो भाइको
तर यो भाइ यो गोजा एनसिक्स त्यो गोजाहरू हुँदाखेरि त्यो डिआरएससँग ड्रप क्लास गर्थ्यो नि यिनीहरू यही लाइनअपले हो डिआरएससँग गर्ने उयो सेन्डामा कि कहाँ
यही भाइहरू चाहियो।
ब्लेज एनसिक्स अनि को थियो होइन राम्रो थियो त त्यो ब्लेज भन्ने चाहिँ राम्रो थियो अब्बरे
हाम्रै टिमको छ त इन्टरभ्यू केटाहरूले अघि आवाज सुनेन भन्दै थियो।
Circle to military base. A lot of people were using boats. A lot of
Translator
people were
लिएर
using
आएछ।
bridges. You guys decided to swim. Was the decision behind that just to avoid the congestion on the bridges, or what was the decision? Translate. Yeah. Just translate.
जस्तै तिमीले चाहिँ के भनेको भन्दाखेरि दुईटा स्क्रिप्ट गर्यो नि त पानीबाट जाने डिसिजन भयो नि त अहिले
बुझ्दैन भने डोमेनले
डिसिजन किन रहेछ र के गर्दा
होला नि त्यही पनि यसो हल्का पिटी
हाम्रो ड्रप नजिकै छ नि त पारि जान सजिलो छ किनकि हामी अगाडि हुन्छ अब त्यो पछाडि आउने टिमलाई अब गेट किप गरेर जाने सोच थियो अब म एक्लै गएर बसेँ नि त अगाडि अब त्यही हामी अगाडि भएपछि हामी अगाडि लिन सकिन्थ्यो त्यही भएर
सर सिरियस भएछ है
The first thing was our drop is near to the ocean, and we could easily go outside of
उसले फेरि बिटीमा ओ सन दिदैछ
After that, what he did was he went alone there, checked if the drone is going there. He's just making sure. And after the drone went there, he called all the players over there.
Okay, gotcha. So you went and you checked out first, and then your team followed. Now, obviously, it was a slow finish because you were inside a lot of buildings. When it's a city finish, it tends to be slow. You were eventually forced out of your building. Talk to us about, that final fight. What was going through your minds? What were the communications like? And what happened?
जस्तै चाहिँ अब लास्ट फाइटमा चाहिँ तिमीलाई अब सर्कल जोन भएर क्या एन्ड सर्कल जोन भएर किन यसरी जाँदाखेरि तिम्रो डिसिजन चाहिँ कस्तो थियो अरे
हामी टु म्यान थियो नि त लास्ट जोनमा टु म्यान थियो अब राइट हान्नु पर्थ्यो तर लेफ्टमा स्मोक थियो अब टु म्यान थियौँ अब लास्ट जोनै कुरेको अब लास्ट जोनमा चाहिँ अब क्लस्टरमा अब राइट पुस गर्दाखेरि अब त्यही नेडहरूले डिसिजन त्यही नै थियो हाम्रो हुन चाहिँ
So the first thing was, it was the last zone, and we knew that we have to go inside the circle. We tried to smoke. We didn't fight at first, but at last we knew we have to fight with them. So that was a decision, but we didn't go well as we expected.
It was a valiant effort, though. Domain and ANZYX, thank you so much for joining me here on the main stage. You guys have done brilliantly so far. We wish you the best of luck for the remainder of this event. And of course, tomorrow as well, to break things down further.
Nepx definitely performing well today. One team, we gotta go back though.
Finals.
यो भाइ पो बिचमा बसेर आएको छ त
यो भाइ पनि होला कोच होला सायद हो एनालाइज गर्ने हो कि यो भाइले बाइसेप फुलाइहाल्छ हेर है बिटीमा नाइस
अति छ है
नाइस नमस्ते गर्यो यो भाइले भनेको हैन मैले भनेको नि यो भाइले फुलाउँछ भने नि मैले हैन देख्यो त अगाडि थाहा पाइदिन्छु क्या म
Third place in the PMGO Asia Finals.
रुल्सले के गर्छ नमस्ते गर्छ होला हैन अझै भाइ त लजाउँदै हिँड्दैछ त यार नमस्ते गर्छ होला भनेर
गायब भयो त केटाहरु
त दर्शक राख्दिनु नि नेपालमा को आइ नेपालको टिमको
नेपाली हो क्या यो
It's Dope Esports.
नेपालको झन्डा लिएर आए त ल अहिले त
नेपाली हो जस्तो छ हो दाइ
त्यो त नेपाली होला
त्यो चाहिँ नेपाली हो कि को रहेछ पत्ता लाउँ न है
Hey guys, this is Mukesh from Nepx Esports Nepal. I play support in my team.
Do you think Nepx has what it takes to gain the fan base that has already been behind the other popular teams from Nepal?
Definitely every team got every chances to achieve more fan base, but it all takes is their gameplay. So I believe in my team, and we got gameplay to achieve more fan base and support. Every team plays to be champion at every tournament or every global stage.
मेरा नाम
So
मुकेश
it's an
है
honor because Nepal never got #1 in global stage, but
त्यो वाला त
DRS
अझै
came close with being runner up. So being humble,
अझै पनि
I
आउँदो
would
रहेछ हेर्दा है बेला बेलामा
definitely try to achieve #1, but I don't want to talk about this anymore because mouth shut, but gameplay on.
One team that NEPX considers as the most formidable threat in the 2025 PMGO prelims, and why?
The team which we fears the most is the one we look in the mirror. But with respect, I want to say my T2k boys, our friends from Nepal, they've been a good team and wish to compete them in prelims.
Which invited team are you most excited to play against in the main event of 2025 PMGO, and why?
I'm excited to play with every invited teams in the final and wish to compete them in prelims.
Which invited team are you most excited to play against in the main event of 2025 PMGO, and why?
I'm excited to play with every invited teams in the final, but with respect, I want to say is for MV because they got 2 PMGC finals MVP, Joel and Top, so they are actually all-star team. So it will be cherry on top if we defeat 4MB and take the trophy home. Nepali supporters र audienceहरुलाई एकदमै thankful भन्न चाहन्छु हजुरहरुको माया साथ सपोर्ट एकदमै मोटिभेट गरेर हामी ग्लोबल स्टेज खेल्दै छौं गेमको बारेमा
आइल्समा 8 आउँछ जस्तो छ यो भाइको
भन्दिन तर जे देख्छ हजुरहरुले गेममै देख्नुहुन्छ
आइल्स भर्खर गरेको थियो होला हौ भिडियो सान्छु भनेर यता PMGO ठ्याक्कै पुग्यो होला का
र आजको लागि चाहिँ यो भिडियो यति नै रहेको छ थ्यांक यू एभ्रीवन फर वाचिङ दिस भिडियो